Good afternoon and welcome to the drive on Destinta Drive. My name is Dion and welcome. So today's Movie Monday and I'm wearing my nice shirt because it's Movie Monday. And I can only really recall one movie that actually stuck in my head this weekend as being something worthwhile talking about. And that was that I watched a movie called Beastly, which is a remake of or a retelling of the Beauty and the Beast story. La Belle and la Bête, whatever you want to call it. And it was really, really well done. You know, it had that Vanessa Hudgens girl in it, and that was the main star power in it. It had one of the Olsen twins in it, and also Neil Patrick Harris. And I was really, really impressed with it. I found myself drawn in, captivated, enjoying the interpretation, the modifications to the modern age. The fact that they didn't shy away from making this a magic story was very, very impressive. And so I would highly encourage the movie Beastly. Very, very enjoyable. Second, I did watch a little bit of Firefly over the weekend, and I really liked that when I initially watched it, and I'm revisiting it because I like watching episodic stories, and I'm really impressed by that as solid, good storytelling with characters that drive that story forward. And it was just nice to revisit Firefly, the television show. And as I continue watching it, I'm sure I'll finish up by watching Serenity, and I do recall liking Serenity. But the last thing I'd like to talk about today is a opera. Now, I have never seen an opera in person that I can recall. There are those who would say that the musical Les Miserables is an opera because it is completely sung. Generally, people say opera is in Italian or in German, I believe. So, but that's not anything that I want to talk about. I am excited about seeing the movie interpretation of Les Mis that's coming out in December. I'm very excited. Every time I see one of the previews for it, I get a little squee about seeing the movie version and the actors that they've chosen. I'm not too crazy about Russell Crowe. His voice doesn't really seem to me to lend very well to the idea of him playing Inspector Javert. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But let's go back to opera for a second. I like listening to podcasts on my way to work and on my way home from work after I have done my video, or before I've done my video if I do it in the morning. And I like listening to Radio Lab, which is produced by WNYC. And right now I'm in the middle of listening to a podcast they did for the opera The Ring, which is an old story, old opera, 20 hours long, believe it or not. You usually watch it over 4 or 5 days, which is incredible. That when you go see it, it's called a Ring series. Interesting about The Ring, it's where Ride of the Valkyries comes from. Dun 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 dun. That's where that comes from, Ride of the Valkyries, and that's part 2 of the Valkyrie. And it's just so fascinating listening to the story that is being told through song. I don't understand what they're singing because I don't understand that foreign language in particular. I think it's German. But it's so wonderful, this absolutely fabulous story. And what I would leave is this. Go find this podcast. It's called The Ring and I. And it's done by, like I said, Radio Lab from WNYC. And it's just the most fabulous thing. It's about an hour-long program, and it gives you an introduction and tells you the story that's going to be told through these 20 hours. And they're giving you, obviously, the Cliff Notes version of that. And it's just incredible. So incredible that I am tempted, the next time that there's an opportunity for me to see this opera, to go and hear and experience it. Oh my goodness, it's just so fabulous. And I don't, if you said, yeah, let's go to the opera, I'd be like, oh, okay, oh yeah, no. But this one's just kind of drawn me in. And obviously that's not a movie for Movie Monday, but good storytelling is what I'm really talking about here. And I like a good story, and presentation of a story in whatever form has always fascinated me. I love musicals, and the fact that somebody can take this story that they like and love and be able to mold it into something greater that can be sung. And the idea that music has themes for each character, that dynamic is mind-blowing to me, that there's a person out there who is so talented that they can do that. And then to take those themes and morph them as the characters are morphing and changing and being involved in the story. It's just incredible to me. So, there you go. That's my Movie Monday. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching The Drive on Destinta Drive. Today is 19 November, and I sure do appreciate you watching. Please get involved right here on YouTube by commenting, sharing, and subscribing. I always ask you, and I appreciate you always, the ones who are getting involved, even the ones who don't get involved but are still watching. It blew my mind yesterday that I posted a video, and by the time I got to fiddling with it this morning, it had already had 8 views, and that just impresses the heck out of me that there are people out there who are taking time to watch my videos, and I appreciate you. Thank you. And there it is. So, have a great rest of your Monday. I know that I'm looking forward to just being done with work for the day. I had a great day at work. The auditing I actually did work on 2 different people today, and it was just good. It was a good day, and I felt accomplished in what I did. So there it is, as they say. So I'll talk to you later. You have a great day, and here's some of Madison.